Hey y'all, it's your girl Dawn, the spiritual doula, and I am back with gems from a Gemini. Happy Sunday. I hope your Sunday was filled with love. I hope your Sunday was filled with ease. I hope your Sunday was filled with peace, laughter, joy, and just all the things that you wanted and needed. I hope you got that. Okay, so yes, I'm Annette. I'm a medicine woman, a Reiki practitioner, a womb practitioner, a herbalist, a spiritual life coach, a self-love coach. But I am the medicine woman that supports you on your rebirth journey, that supports women on their rebirth journey, coming home to themselves and helping them remember who they are. Okay, so they can show up in the world with their big energy. All right, and helping them keeping their heart light because that is definitely important. So let's talk about why fear gets louder as you are about to break through. Okay, let's talk about that. Have you ever noticed that when you are connecting and getting closer to God, to Source, to Spirit, the universe, to divine, whoever you call as like the person or the energy that you call it, whoever you consider God, soul, spirit, universe, whoever you pray to, right? Even your ancestors. Have you ever realized that the closest that you are getting, the closer you get, the more you are connecting, that the doubt, the fear, the anxiety, and the negativity gets louder? I know for me, I've noticed that. Like a couple of times, I was like, oh my God, as I am connecting and I'm getting closer to my highest benevolent ancestors, to my higher self, and to spirit, the doubt, the fear, the anxiety, and the negative thoughts become very, very loud. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening to me? I'm like, why is this happening to me? Right? It's like the more I meditate, the more I journal. Marty, lower your voice. The more I meditate, the more I journal, the more I'm like praying, and the deeper I'm going on my healing journey, the noise becomes louder than ever. And I'm like, what is happening? Right? And that's when I realized that this is a part of the path. This is a part of the path. And I realized that I'm just getting closer and I'm just going deeper with my connection. I'm getting closer to hearing God more. I'm getting closer to connecting with God, connecting with spirit, connecting with my highest benevolent ancestors. This is a part of the path. And today I'm going to break down why this happens because I think I finally figured it out after all of these years where I used to like start, and then as the fear and everything got louder, as the noise become louder, I used to stop. But the key is not stopping. The key is to keep going. Because as soon as you stop, that's when the noise wins. That's when it's like, okay, cool. Like, we got you right back to where we wanted you. So now it's going to be even harder for you to get back to where you were before. And I'm going to try to stay on topic. So I have my notes here, right? Because I know, y'all know, as a Gemini, I'll be all over the place with my topics. I could start here and then end up here, and then we end up talking about something else. So I'm just going to stay on topic. All right. So when you are deepening your connection to spirit, right? You are raising your vibration, okay? And as you are raising your vibration, the things that were hidden comes to light. So it could be like those fears that you had, those negative thoughts that you have, the doubt that you have, everything is coming to light. The light is now shining on it. It's like a boom, right? When you are raising your right, you are connecting more to spirit. Everything gets exposed. All the things that everything that you've been trying to hide gets exposed, right? So it's like, you ever been in like a closet? It's like a messy closet, and then you walk into that closet and you turn on that light bulb, and now you just see all the shit. You see everything that's been hidden behind the closet, and it's just like, yo, you notice now, like, wow, this mess has been here all along. Like, this mess has been here this whole time. The light was just off, so you didn't see it. But now when you turn on the light, you see everything clearly. This is because the negative doubts, the fear, the doubt, the negative thoughts, the fear, the doubt, the anxiety, and all of that is not new. It was just hidden because now as you're connecting more, you're finally face to face with it and you're ready to heal it. So you cannot heal what you don't reveal. So everything has to come up. Okay? So as you are connecting more to God, to source, spirit, universe, your benevolent ancestors, you are raising your vibration. As you raise your vibration, all the things that you've been hidden is coming to light. It's being exposed for you to heal it. Now, you have to understand why you were chosen to do that work. That's a whole other topic. But you have to understand why you was chosen to do this work. So, basically, this is like the shadow work journey, right? And when you are facing your shadows, that's how when okay, how do I put this? Okay. When you are facing your shadow, when you are face to face with your shadow and the noise is getting louder, that's how you know that the light and the healing is working. That's how you know that the work is working, because you are face to face with your shadow, with the things that you've hidden, and everything is just loud. Boom. No, you can't do this. 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 And then it's like, oh, it's so loud. And it's so loud because your light is working, the work is working. Okay? So, you can't hear what you can't reveal. If you want to keep things hidden, the shadow journey is not for you. The healing journey is not for you. You got to feel it to heal it. You to heal it. Everything got to be brought to the surface in order for you to heal whatever it is that you need to heal. And it's been brought to the surface to you for a reason. Because you have the power, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the tools to face it and heal it. Okay? Remember that. All right. So, now, why your shadow want to keep things in the dark? Because it's your ego. It is your ego. So, the ego is basically the part of us that is attached to our identity. The ego is a part of us that want to keep us safe. The ego doesn't want us walking into unknown territory. The ego doesn't want us in places that are not familiar to us. The ego just wants to keep us safe in the known, in what we know. The ego don't want us wandering off into the forest like a deer caught in the headlights. They're like, nah. Ego's like, no. Sit down right here. We gonna keep you safe. You good. You don't need to start wandering off. Because when you start wandering off, you get caught up in some stuff. Right? So when you start growing, when you start healing, when you start doing the work, When you start stepping into new levels of awareness, new levels of wisdom, and new level of consciousness, that's when the noise also get louder. Your ego begins to think, oh my God, what is going on? What is going on? Why is this happening? That's when your ego starts to be like, who do you think you are? You can't do this. You're going to fail. You're not able to do this. You can't connect to source. No, no, no. And when we hear those thoughts and when we have those ideas in our mind or whatever, this is when we stop doing the work. We stop doing the work because the noise gets too loud. The doubt overshadows the light. The fear overshadows the light. The anxiety and the negative thought overshadows the light. So we get so scared and we like, I'm going to stop. No, that's when you must keep going and you must push through. Because if you stop there, you're going to get stuck. You ever saw the picture, two examples. You ever saw the picture of the man and he's like digging in like the ground and he's like this close to the gold that he's about to find, but then he just stops and gives up? That's how that look. And another example is I watched the show Iyanu on HBO Max. It's a very good show. Now, this girl, she was considered the chosen. And as a chosen, she was the one that's gonna like basically save the entire community, save the entire village from being destroyed and going into complete destruction. So her goal was to connect to source. So when she's trying to connect to source, the closer she gets to source, she has to go through 3 trials. And she starts to believe like, okay, I'm the chosen. I'm the chosen. It's me. I'm the one that's going to change. She got through the first trial. It was like, okay, boom, boom. She got through the second trial. Boom, boom, boom. That third trial, she has to go up through a mountain. She has to go up to the mountain. And mind you, she has a spirit guide with her the entire time. She has to go up to the mountain. And as she's making her way up to the mountain to connect to source, the voices, the noises get louder, telling her that you are not the chosen. You cannot do this. You are going to fail. Go back down to where you came from. You are not that powerful. All of that is the noise. All of that is the ego. And you have to break through it. And that's what she does. She breaks through it because the spirit guide is reminding her like, no, you can do this. You have to do this. It is your purpose. It is your destiny. It is your assignment. You have to do this. So you cannot stop. And of course she breaks through. And she connects to source. And source is the mom. And it's just a whole thing. But that's a great example of that. You don't stop. When the noise get louder, you keep going. Because as the noise get louder, that's how you know that the work is working. The work works when you apply it. I know, I'm living proof of that. There were things I did not want to do before. There were things that I would never come over here and share. Oh, you can't share this message. You can't do this. People going to make fun of how you talk. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Look, I got over that. Once you get over one thing, another thing comes up that you have to get over. Okay? Remember that. Remember that. All right? So, and I want y'all to understand that the ego is against you. The ego is not punishing you. The ego is not like, oh, yeah, you deserve this. No, the ego is just protecting you. It's protecting you from the unknown. But protection sometimes sounds like limitation, right? It may sound like you ain't doing that. You can't do it. You can't do it. But you must do it, okay? So instead of fighting your ego, just be like, yo, I'm safe here too. Like, I'm safe. Like, just be like, we got this. We can do this. We got this. And your ego will relax a little bit. But you just gotta reaffirm your ego, like, we good. We good. So, you continuing and not giving up as a woman, as a black woman, as a Hispanic woman, as a black indigenous person of color, like, you have to fight the noise. no matter how loud the noise is. No matter how much you want to give up, you have to continue on the journey, because the journey is not for you. It's not just for you. It's for generations before you. It's for your present you. And it's also for every generation that comes after you. You are not just healing yourself. You are healing the entire lineage, the entire bloodline. When you choose to do the work. When you choose to fight the noise. When you choose to face the shadow. And heal. You are doing that for everybody in your bloodline. And how much it takes one woman. One. Sometimes you get lucky, maybe two women. Y'all work as a team together. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. It takes one woman to be like, I'm not stopping. I'm continuing. Noise, you're gonna sit right here next to me, but I'm gonna lead. That's what it takes. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of prayer. It takes a lot of sitting with yourself and trusting what you receive and acting from it, moving. Move when you are told to move. Take action when you are told to take action. Right? The doubt, it's not ours. We know that. I talk about that all the time, how the doubt isn't ours, the fear is ours. Some of that don't belong to us. So that's why we also got to move through it too, to remove some of that stuff from our ancestors. Okay? All right? That's why I always say, your words. If you watch my video before this, my Gem Summer Gemini 2 weeks ago, the power of speaking life or death. Watch what you say. Speak life over yourself. Speak life into yourself. Speak love over yourself. Speak love into yourself. You must know the power of your tongue can change lives. The power of your tongue can shift worlds. A prayer go a long way, baby. A prayer go a long way. Remember that. So, I think that when we are on you, a lot of us always think about the high. The highs. We always think everything is up here. Here, 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 here. Everything is up here, but it's not. It's not. It's not. It's the highs and the lows. It's harmonies. It's flow. That's what that is. That's what that is. We always want to think about the downloads. We always want to think about the moments of bliss, the moments of pleasure, the moments of love. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Polarities. That's the word we live in. Harmony, balance. Everything ain't gonna be high, 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 high. We gonna have some lows. As long as we get low, we know how to bring ourselves up back to the high. We gonna knock down sometimes. What's that song? We fall down, but we get up. We fall down. I think I'm saying it right. But we get up. Oh, the same. But listen to that song. Somebody in here needs to listen to that song. Okay? Falling down but getting up. It's about integration. It's about knowing and trusting that when you are doing a new thing, when you are moving your body in a new way, you're going to be okay. You have to understand that. Sometimes it's not failure. Majority of the time it's growth. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes it is not failure. Majority of the time, it is you just spiritually growing. That's all that is. When you have that doubt, when you have the fear, when you have the anxieties, that's definitely just your spirit expanding. It's like, yo, like, I see you doing this work. So the more you do this work, the louder everything is going to get. The louder the noise is going to get. But you got the power, you have the tools to reduce the noise. If you stop, the noise is going to stay right there. The noise is really gonna sit there and be in your ear like la 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 la. That's why you gotta keep moving through that shit. Listen, noise. Hop in the back seat, baby. Hop in the back seat. Okay? You have to understand that. Also, when the noise is loud, your heart gets louder. Your heart learns to hold more love for yourself, more peace for yourself, more joy for yourself, more patience with yourself, more trust with yourself, more understanding with yourself, more abundance with yourself, more light for yourself. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but know that it is happening. I think as like spiritual beings, and also as human beings, it's shown to us. We want to know everything, but we're not prepared for that. We're not prepared for knowing. We always say, I want to know this right now. If you know it right now, what would you do with the information that you have? If somebody laid out your whole entire life for you right now, like you gotta do plans, you gotta do this. You're gonna be like, number one, damn, it's a lot. Right, that's a lot. I need a second to really sit back and really sit with this. Number two, you're gonna be like, damn, can I really do that? That's my life. I'm supposed to be doing that. You're gonna be scared to start. Number three, you're gonna be like, God damn, when do I start? Some things are not meant for us to know right now. Trust that and believe that. And yes, that is for me too. Patience. That's for me. I don't need to know everything. I don't want to know everything right now because I can't do everything right now anyway. So I don't want to know it. No. Save some for me. Save some for 40-year-old me. You know? So when the voices are getting louder and when the noise is getting louder, when the doubt and when the fear and when those anxieties and those negative thoughts, when all of those things kick in, I just saw 222. You must know how to ground yourself. You must know how to ground yourself and be back into your body. One of my favorite things to do is movements. Move your body, dance, move your thoughts, move those thoughts and that noise from your head, because that's where it's all at. It's only your mind. Move it from your mind through your body and move it out and release it so that's not stuck up here. Another way to do that is to journal. You could combine journaling and also you could combine movement. After you journal, go move your body even more to get it out, because you may not have been able to journal everything out. Do your 7-minute brain dumps at nighttime. I keep telling y'all, these are practices that work. Okay? I always gonna tell y'all, get in the bath. Get in the bath, sit in that bath, and talk out loud to your ancestors, to God, source, spirit, universe, your angels. Talk to your folks, because you are not alone. The thing is, majority of us like to talk in our mind, like to talk silently. That used to be me, having so more thoughts in my mind. Now I'm getting out loud. Like, y'all, we got some stuff going on, y'all. We got, like, listen. We gotta, come on, y'all. Start getting into the practices that our ancestors used to maneuver through their life, to maneuver through this world. It's a lot of things happening right now. It's no coincidence that we chose to be here at this time, because we chose to came down at this time. Because we had the knowledge, the tools, and the wisdom, and the power, and the gifts to support us. Stop acting like you don't know. My teacher always said, a woman who knows doesn't act like she doesn't know. Confusion is a choice. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Act like you know. Be the person that you know. And this is a message for me too. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. All right. So, just a reminder, the louder you are to your breakthrough, the louder you are to your breakthrough, the louder the noise become. Okay? Okay? The louder the doubt, the closer you are. The louder the fear, the closer you are. The louder the negative thoughts, the closer you are. The louder the anxiety, the closer you are. Don't stay there. Move through it. Don't give up. Move through it. Okay? You have to remember that this whole journey is a death and rebirth journey. That's all it is. It's a death and rebirth journey. Your old self is dying so your new self could emerge. That's all it is. And I hope your death and rebirth happens with ease. Because some people death and rebirths is like tower moments. It's chaotic. It's like it comes down and bang, 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 bang. It's like, nah, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. So when you hear the noise, I don't want you to run. I don't want you to shrink. I want you to face it. I want you to walk, snap right into it. Okay? It's simple. Thank you for reminding me how close I am. Thank you for reminding me that the work is working. Thank you for reminding me that I was chosen to do this work and that I am doing the work actively. And that this work is going to change lives. I am healing my entire bloodline. I am healing my entire lineage, starting with me first. Thank you for showing me where I still need to be soft. Okay? But I'm not choosing fear. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing God. I'm choosing spirit. I'm choosing my ancestors. I'm choosing a divine. I'm choosing source. I'm choosing the universe. I am choosing me. Okay? Okay? If this message resonated with you, y'all, like, comment, share. Be sure to visit my website, AnessaApothecary.com, or my link tree. I am going to put my link tree in my bio somewhere on my page. I am now offering spiritual consultations. Yes, virtual spiritual consultations. If you would like to get started on your spiritual journey, if you need guidance on your spiritual journey, I'm offering that. I'm also offering in-person hair washes and in-person spiritual baths. Okay? So I'm going to put the link in the description box. If you're interested, book a session. All right? And I am sending you all love, light, and healing energy. Remember that self-love is a ritual, not a chore. And to keep your heart light. Have a blessed Sunday.